There we go.
There we are.
Yeah, I'd like to call to order the Council of the Municipality of Murraysville, January 6, 2025 reorganizational meeting. We'd like to begin with the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We have a roll call, please.
Mr. Diakopoulos?
Here.
Mr. Lemak?
Here.
Mrs. Ling?
Present.
Mr. McKenna?
Here.
Mr. Olszewski?
Here.
Mr. Stepanovich?
Here.
Mayor Sinen?
Here. Okay, our first order of business tonight is the election of council officers. I'll kind of run through it real quick with you. Nominations shall be accepted from any council member. No nomination shall require a second. Once all nominations have been made, I will close the nomination, declaring the nominations closed. Roll call will be taken. Each council member shall state the name of the nominee for whom the vote is cast. 4 affirmative votes are required. And I will open the nominations for President of Council at this time.
I'd like to nominate Dane Dice as President of Council.
Okay, we have one nomination for Mr. Dice for President of Council. Do we have any other nominations? Require a roll call.
Mr. Diakopoulos?
Dane Dice.
Mr. Dice?
Dane Dice.
Mr. Lemak?
Dane Dice.
Mrs. Ling?
Dane Dice.
Mr. McKenna?
Dane Dice.
Mr. Olszewski?
Dane Dice.
Mr. Stepanovich?
Dane Dice.
Okay.
Thank you, everyone.
It's unanimous. Mr. Dice will be the President of Council for 2025. Next, we have the election of Vice President of Council. I declare that open at this time.
I'd like to nominate Mac McKenna for Vice President, please.
Mac McKenna has been nominated for Vice President of Council. Are there any other nominations for Vice President of Council? One more time. Are there any other nominations for Vice President of Council? Okay, nominations are closed. Please state who you're voting for when called upon.
Mr. Diakopoulos?
Mac McKenna.
Mr. Dice?
Mac McKenna.
Mr. Lemak?
Mac McKenna.
Mrs. Ling?
Mac McKenna.
Mr. McKenna?
Mac McKenna.
Mr. Olszewski?
Mac McKenna.
Mr. Stepanovich?
Mac McKenna.
Congratulations to Mr. Dice and Mr. McKenna. We now switch places. I'll give you the hammer.
Thanks, Mayor. Thank you. Okay.
Back at it again.
Thank you. All right, thanks again, everyone. I really appreciate it.
Me too. Thank you.
Definitely. So, this evening?
None for this evening.
Okay. That would bring us on to our consent calendar items. Are there any questions or concerns about the consent calendar items? Hearing none, can I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve consent calendar items A through C.
Second.
Let's go Jamie and Matt. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, consent calendar are approved. That brings us to citizen input. Nobody's here. Mayor, that brings us to comments by the mayor. Yeah. Citizen Penn Township.
Thanks, Mr. Dice. First announcement is Christmas tree recycling. Drop off your live Christmas tree for recycling into mulch, hosted by the Murraysville Export Rotary. The location is the Old Stone parking lot between the paved Windstream at 4792 William Penn Highway and Ruse Brews in the Giant Eagle Market District Plaza. Look for poster signs with the blinking yellow lights. This has been extended till Saturday, January 11th from 9 to 1 p.m. Next is Art Tax Prep Appointments required in advance. Call 724-374-8176. If no answer, leave a message. No walk-up service will be accepted. This is at the Murraysville Community Center, 3091 Carson Avenue. The dates for it are February 21, February 28, March 14, March 28, and April 11th. We have an upcoming Murraysville Recreation Hot Chocolate Hike on Wednesday, January 22nd. Townsend Park, meet at the gazebo near the upper parking lot, 2 p.m. Join the Recreation Department for some fun 2-3 mile hikes over the winter. These are wooded hikes with some slopes and may require stepping over fallen trees. Please dress for the weather and plan for the terrain. The information is available also at MurraysvillePARecreation.com or by calling here at the 2100 number extension 131. FR Family Connection, Wednesday, January 8, 2 to 3 p.m. Meet other Franklin Regional parents, discuss topics impacting families, and learn from community resources. Laura Kowalik, MA, Westmoreland County Behavioral Health and Development Services. Ms. Kowalik will be presenting an intensive behavioral health services with a focus on how to access, acronyms to know, FAQs, navigating wait lists, and information for caregivers. To register, email GAYRES@franklinregional.k12.pa.us. Lastly, AAUW Speaker Series, Think Globally, Act Locally, Upcycle, Val Polisic Rewind Reuse Center, Thursday, January 9th at 10 a.m. Register at www.murraysvillelibrary.org. That concludes my announcements, but remember, the weather's bad. You old people like me, be careful going out. Mail can wait for another day, so we don't want you wanting free rides in Medic 1. Take care. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. That brings us to comments by the Chief Administrator, Mr. Nestico.
No comments for this evening. Thank you.
Awesome. That brings us to our appointments to boards and commissions. The way I normally like to do this is we'll just go kind of row by row here. So the first set, if you look at your sheet, is going to be 1 through 9. We're going to appoint everyone to our individual boards and commissions. Are there any questions or concerns about those appointments? Because what I'm going to do is do consent calendar. So when I ask for a 1 through 9. Now, if anybody has a problem, just say it. We'll talk about it. We'll get the name out of there, whatever we got to do. But if there are no issues, let's just do it 1 through 9, because very often these are just consent calendar items. So with that being said, can I have a motion to approve agenda items 1 through 9, which begins with the EAC and ends with the zoning hearing board?
I'll make a motion to make the appointments to the boards and commissions. It would be 11A, 1 through 9.
Second the motion.
Thank you, Mac and Carl. And again, these are all of our various commissions here. Are there any questions or concerns about these appointments?
I'll just maybe address a couple items really briefly. On item number 3, you'll see that there are 2 slots on the library board with only 1 appointment. That is because the other individual, Representative Jill Cooper, will be coming off of the board. So we will need to fill that seat moving forward. Additionally, you'll see the note below. There will be an upcoming vacancy for Susan Long. She has submitted a letter of resignation with a date of mid-January. That letter is dated for effective January 16th, so we can accept that resignation at our next council meeting as well. So there are a few spots on the library board just to make the community aware. And then additionally, on number 7, the Planning Commission, there is only 1 slot for 4 years. That's a typo there where it says 2 slots. So those are the only 2 updates to provide to council on these items.
Can we maybe put an advertisement out for library board? Because I know the last time we had multiple applicants.
That's right, and I think we may have already done that. It might have even been in the Penn Franklin today.
Perfect.
But yeah, we're working on that as well. We've talked to some of the, to try to get some candidates to come forward. So yes, we are working on that.
Okay, awesome. Questions or concerns from council before we vote? Okay, hearing none. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, 11A is unanimous. Thank you, everyone. Now, the mayor's appointments, I don't believe we'll be voting on these. We will confirm them in 13 with our council appointments. That being said, Mayor, is there anything you would like to say about your appointments? All right. Good. Thank you. Okay, thank you, everyone. We'll now look at the confirmation of the mayor's appointments in 13A, 1 through 8. Any questions or concerns about those? Okay, hearing none, can I please have a motion to approve 13A, 1 through 8?
Motion to approve 13A.
Carl and Jamie. And just so everyone knows, this is for the chief administrator, municipal secretary, chief of police, all of our staff employees here, director level. So with that being said, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Okay, 13A is unanimous. Thank you, everyone. That will bring us now to 13B, which is 1 through 13. If everyone could please just take a review of those, and then if I could have a motion for 13B, 1 through 13.
I'll make a motion to approve the council appointments in 13B, items 1 through 13.
Second the motion.
Thank you, Mac and Jason. Any questions or concerns on the appointments in 13B? Okay, hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, 13B is unanimous as well. Thank you, everyone. 13C now would be to establish the dates and times of our council meetings. We're currently proposing to keep them the same, the first Wednesday and the third Tuesday. Any questions or concerns about that?
Is it always going to be the third Tuesday? Just going back to that whole thing where we had to redo it.
It's the third Tuesday before.
No, it's the first Tuesday before the third Wednesday of every month.
That's what it is.
Do we want to rephrase it? I want to keep doing what we've been doing because it's actually been working, so.
That's what we've been doing.
Yeah, I checked the calendar, and to be sure, if it is agreed upon first Wednesday, third Tuesday, those dates all appear to work. They don't conflict with any holidays or any other, there aren't any other disruptions to the calendar. So it looks like everything would work throughout the year by doing it that way.
Okay. And then, you know what, if we end up in a pickle, we can always advertise and do what we have to do. So, looking at it that way, any questions or concerns? Nope. Okay. Can we have a motion, please, for 13C? And you can simply say motion to approve the meeting date and times as written.
A motion to approve the council meeting dates and times.
Second.
Thank you, Eli and Matt. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you, everyone. 13C is unanimous. That brings us to 13, you know what, let's do D for the designation of the official depository. Can I have a motion, please?
I'd like to make a motion to designate the official depository, Dollar Bank, First Commonwealth Bank, First Summit Bank, PLGIT, PNC Bank, and S&T Bank.
Second.
Thank you, Jason and Jamie. Any questions or concerns?
Just a question, PLGIT, who is that?
The state, it's Pliget.
Okay.
Yeah, it's officially like run through the state of Pennsylvania. They can help with financing, and they often give good deals because they are government helping government. Any other questions or concerns? Okay, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, it's unanimous, thank you. That brings us to 13E, reaffirm all of our bank account resolutions. Pretty straightforward. Can I have a motion, please?
Motion to reaffirm the bank account resolutions.
Second. Thank you, Carl and Eli. Any questions or concerns, statements? Okay. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Thank you, everyone. Now, can I please have a motion for 13F 1 through 6 in regards to the bonding of the officials here at Murraysville?
Motion to approve to reaffirm the bonding of officials, items 1 through 6.
Second.
Thank you, Matt and Jamie. And again, this is just insurance for everybody. Any questions or concerns? Okay, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, 13F is unanimous. Thank you, everyone. And that brings us to 14A in regards to the advertisement of ordinance 1097-25 regarding contributions for the police pension plan in 2025. Can I have a motion, please?
With respect to the police pension plan for the 2025 calendar year.
Second.
Thank you, Jamie and Mac. My understanding is this is all very actuarial. Mike, anything to add?
That's correct, yes. This is done annually. The police, the rates are set by contract, and the rate of contribution is 5% for the 2025 calendar year.
Okay, any questions or concerns before we vote? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Okay, 14A is unanimous. Thank you. Will bring us, is there an executive session this evening, Mr. Nestico?
I'm not sure if the solicitor wanted to have a very brief one, but otherwise,
I think maybe we did talk about a very brief executive session, correct, Wes? Yeah.
Real quick.
Yeah, so we're going to have a quick executive session, but there will be no business coming out of that. Before we adjourn to executive session, is there any old or new business anyone would like to bring up? Okay, could I just have a motion to adjourn, please?
Motion to adjourn?
Second.
Thank you, Carl and Jason. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All right, we're adjourned, everyone. Thank you.
Hey.
thank you.